Hello and welcome to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and I'm joined by Steve. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Are you?
Not bad, not bad. We'll get straight into it. First question: thoughts on the performance on Saturday?
Well, I just thought we didn't turn up. I thought we looked a bit tired, a little bit slow. I thought that Fernandinho was showing his age a little bit. He kept giving the ball away. He looked well off the pace. I just thought that Southampton set up really well. 4-2-2-2. They kept us thinking all the time. Diaz and Ake were struggling to come out from the back. They were always turning backwards, knocking it back to Ederson. And we just looked disjointed all over the park. We don't get that a lot with City. You know what I mean? We last few years, we've been watching some great football and we win a lot of games. But sometimes when you sat in that stadium, you get a feeling where you think it's not going to be your day. And Saturday definitely wasn't our day.
Yeah, definitely. It was sloppy from the first minute to the 90th. We only had 2 or 3 shots on target. And Southampton played well, to be fair to them, I think.
Yeah, they did. They did. I mean, if I'm a Southampton fan leaving the stadium, I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points. You know what I mean? They was unlucky with the penalty decision. I mean, could have gone either way. The goal that we scored, I thought we'd snatched from them. I thought, we didn't deserve it, but I thought we'd done it. Obviously, it was offside. And yeah, it was just one of them things. But the injuries are creeping in now. Laporte's injured. Stones, Rodri, Zinchenko, all carrying knocks. And we're going into a part of the season now with 3 big games coming up. You know what I mean? Paris, Liverpool and Chelsea. And it's not ideal to be going in them games with a few injuries. You know what I mean? I don't think De Bruyne's 100% fit. I don't think Foden's 100% fit. So, being honest, mate, I think we've got a tough month.
Yeah. Our next 3 after Wickham is Chelsea away, PSG away, and then Liverpool away. So 3 tough fixtures.
Really tough. I mean, we've done okay at Chelsea a few times. Paris is a team where we always do okay. Liverpool, we've had a shocker there. Only last season when obviously there was no fans, we seemed to play well. But I don't know. I know we've got a great squad, but the striker department worries me just a little bit.
Yeah. We'll go through player by player, starting with the keeper, Ederson. How do you think he did on Saturday?
He did all right, you know what I mean? I can't say he did anything wrong, you know what I mean? He didn't have a great deal to do, but, he just Ederson's Ederson, innit? A lot of the time, he don't do a lot.
Yeah. Onto the back 4, Kyle Walker at right back. He obviously got a red card, got taken off by VAR. Thoughts on that overall?
Well, he could have given a penalty away. It was a mad challenge. I thought Kyle did give the ball away a couple of times. It wasn't the greatest game, but like you say, the whole team didn't play well. So I'm not going to go too deep on him.
Yeah. Into the 2 centre backs, Ruben Diaz first. How do you think he played?
Same. I mean, I thought he gave the ball away a few times. He kept panicking a little bit and trying to clear it, and it was going anywhere to their men. It wasn't his greatest game either.
His partner, Nathan Ake, how do you think he did?
He's had a tough week, Nathan. Obviously, his dad passed away.
Yeah.
He wasn't the greatest against Leipzig, I thought. But same again, he was just the same as Diaz. He didn't do an awfully lot wrong, but I think he struggled bringing the ball out.
Yeah. João Cancelo at left back, how do you think he did?
Pretty much similar to Walker. He didn't give the ball away as much as Walker. He did try and get forward a lot. He had a couple of wild shots that went 60, 70 yards over the bar. But yeah, didn't really do much.
Yeah, on to the midfield. First of all, Ilkay Gundogan. How do you think he did?
I thought he struggled. I thought he went deeper later on in the game, giving the ball away. Looked very soft. just went missing. He looked like the Gundogan of old, where he didn't really do much. You know what I mean? I don't think he had a good game at all.
Yeah. Fernandinho, you mentioned him before. How do you think he did overall?
Yeah, I thought he looked tired. Thought he looked old. I thought the game passed him by. Tackling was out. Passing was out. Just definitely wasn't a good game for Ferno.
Yeah. Bernardo Silva, how do you think he did?
Thought Bernardo tried his best. He was trying to press and close people down, but like you say, when you need the players behind you to be ticking and winning that ball, and they didn't do their job, which affected his job. So same again. I'm not going to say he had a good game, but he was very ineffective.
Yeah. Gabriel Jesus been playing on the wing this season. How do you think he played? Yes, on Saturday.
Didn't do an awful lot out there. Swapped him beginning of the second half in the middle. Didn't do anything in the middle. Just another thing, just no service, nothing coming through to the attackers. So he just running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah. Raheem Sterling up top. How do you think he did?
Same again. Raz never got no service. De Bruyne broke second half, put him in, miscontrolled it. Couple of little scuff shots here and there, but same again with Raheem. If he's not getting the service or he's not getting them balls through, he's easy to play against.
Yeah. Grealish, how do you think he played?
I thought Jack played all right, mate. I thought he was probably the best of a bad bunch. I thought he every time he got the ball, he looked like he wanted to do something with it. He was always on the front foot, trying to create something. It was just one of them games where, none of them played well, but he was the best of a bad bunch for me.
Yeah. On to the subs. First of all, Kevin De Bruyne. How do you think he played when he came on?
He definitely changed the game. We definitely look a little bit more brighter with Kevin on, but I don't think he's fit. And like you say, he brought him on too late for me.
Yeah. Another player that's coming back from an injury who came on, Phil Foden. How do you think he played?
Yeah, same with Phil. I think he's trying his best. He was trying to get into them pockets, pick the ball up, try and make things happen, but put him on too late. I just think the game had gone by then. Southampton were comfortable. They were dug in. They knew what they were going to do. And yeah, it's too late for me.
And Riyad Mahrez, when he came on, how do you think he played?
Yeah, Riyad. I think Riyad might get a game soon. I think we do miss him a little bit. You know what I mean? He has got that little bit about him. He looked lively. Foden, De Bruyne, Mahrez changed the game. We did look like, I think another 10 minutes left, we'd have scored 100%. We were knocking on the door, but a bit too late for Pep for me.
Yeah. On to the opponents. Southampton, how do you think they played overall?
I think they played well. I think they'll be happy. They came there with a plan. To stop Manchester City scoring is not easy. They did that. To stop Manchester City having shots, you know what I mean? They did that. And I think they set up with a game plan. And more as the game went on, I think that they believed they could probably get something. And then obviously with a penalty being turned down, we was very lucky to come away with a point. That's the only good thing about the game for me. Sometimes you have a bad game and you get beat. We had a bad game and we got a point. So we didn't lose. We lost 2 points, but at least we gained a point. And then sometimes in this Premier League, further down the line, you look back at them little points and they might prove, that they did the job.
Yeah. I think, like you said before, Southampton will be disappointed to only come away with a point. I think they were the better team overall. We had the goal at the end, which got disallowed by, I think it was Sterling that got the goal, which got disallowed. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it from a few different angles and some people saying, they could have given it and this, that and the other. But look, we left it late. It didn't happen. The goal was disallowed. It is what it is. Maybe that leveled it up for the pen, because a lot of people were saying it should have been a pen and a red card. It was just one of them mad games where I just wanted the whistle to go, me.
Yeah. Leicester Till I Die TV says VAR, hate it. Thoughts on VAR, Steve?
Yeah, well, I mean, this season, up until this game week, we didn't really hear too much about it. They were trying to use it a little less. there's been a couple of mad ones this weekend where you're thinking, is that a pen? Is it not a pen? I think Burnley should have had one against Arsenal. United could have had one yesterday with Ronaldo, but depending what angle you look at. I mean, VAR, I think it's here to stay. I don't think we can moan about it all we want, but I don't think they're going to change it. I think we've just got to live with it.
Yeah. Red Devil Studio says, looked like a penalty and a red card to me. Thoughts on that by Walker?
Yeah, it could have gone either way. I think we was probably fortunate. Some games that is a pen and a red, and we're in the mud. Other games like it, we got away with it. So I'm taking it.
Yeah. Nippon, a Chelsea fans asked, are you going Chelsea away on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going down there Friday night and stay over Friday, and then I'll go to the game Saturday.
Yeah. Big up Rich as well. We'll ask you about the referee with disallowing the penalty and the goal. Thoughts on how he did on Saturday?
I mean, it's tough. At least he originally gave the penalty and a red card, and then he's gone back and looked at it, and it must be a bit of pill to swallow when you see it on the screen and you think, So fair play to him for changing it. You know what I mean? But I mean, he didn't have the greatest of games. He was a bit, there was a couple of niggly little bits he kept blowing for. He kept frustrating people. But look, these referees in the Premier League are like that these days. They're not the greatest.
Yeah. We've been getting stick recently for our turnouts, especially at the Leipzig game. Mm-hmm. Thoughts on the fans on Saturday?
Well, I don't know if you watched the Big Six, but on Friday night I just went off my head because, there's certain people who don't go to games who are criticising fans for not going to games. I don't know how that works, you know what I mean? It's bullshit. But at the end of the day, the fans turned out. He asked the fans to turn out. They turned out. The fans were good. The players let us down. Listen, at the end of the day, the press and rival fans have got nothing better to do than to try and slag Manchester City off. And the only way they can do it is to talk about empty seats. Now, every single ground in this Premier League is not 100% full every week, depending on circumstances. And like I said on the Big Six, the Manchester City fans are one of the most loyal in the game. Yeah. When the club needed them in Division 2, they were there. You know what I mean? They went to every away game, sold out in there. So Manchester City fans don't have to doubt our supporters because we know what our support is about. At the end of the day, if rival fans want to go on another club's website and check about ticket prices, I think it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But if that's the only thing that they can slag us off about, then be happy. Because years ago, when I started supporting Man City in the 80s, we were terrible, and you could slag us about everything in the world. But now all they can talk about is empty seats and oil money. And at the end of the day, it's just jealousy. So to the City fans, just keep going. Get to the game when you can. It's hard for everybody, circumstances, you know what I mean? Do what you need to do. And let's just worry about the football. And at the end of the day, we're the champions of England with gold badges on our shirts, and they're searching other teams' websites to see if tickets are available. So that's all you need to know.
And with our fan base, we basically sell out for every away game as well. In whatever competition, we could go Oxford on a Tuesday night, we'd sell out. We'd sell out at Chelsea on a Saturday, sell out in Europe occasionally as well. So, like you said, we've got one of the most loyal fan bases in the league.
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, it's only these new generation of fans that come in and they just listen to everything the media says or everything someone says on YouTube. If they actually sat there and went back through the last few years when City were down there and we were really, really bad and seen the crowds, you go on YouTube and type in Manchester City v Blackburn Rovers promotion 2000 at Ewood Park, with 35,000 City fans went there. They were on every street corner, on every hill. They invaded the stadium. And then when the scenes at the end, when you see Joe Royle and all the players and all the fans, that is in their stand. That is in their direction box. We invaded it. I was there. I was on the pitch myself. I've never seen that like it. But listen, the older generation of supporters like me, I'm getting old now, that generation respect Manchester City because they know what Manchester City is about. These younger ones that are playing FIFA and talking shit, they ain't got a clue. They ain't got a clue.
Yeah. Simple as that, really. Thoughts on this season overall so far?
Obviously, Tottenham was disappointing to lose your first game. Then we bounced back, Norwich, Arsenal. Great win at Leicester.
Yeah.
Disappointing draw, Southampton. So it's up and down. Are we looking the strongest? No. Are we looking a little bit disjointed? Yeah. Do I think we need a striker? Yeah. But Pep comes out and says we don't need a striker. So you've got to trust your manager. You know what I mean? It's Pep Guardiola's best manager in the world. So you've got to trust him. But for me, watching Man City for a long time, I just think we're a little bit shy up front. And I think certain games you'll get away with it and we'll blow teams away. And then when there's some really tough games like Southampton, when you need somebody who's got the key to just unlock the door, we didn't have that key. So I think we need a striker January. If we can get to January, hanging on the coattails of the top 2 or 3, and get a striker in, I think we've got a chance. If we don't, and we get to January and we don't get a striker, I don't think we'll win a league.
Yeah. Who would you get at striker if you had the choice?
Haaland's my choice. He has been from day one. I mean, the guy's a monster. And I think at Manchester City with De Bruyne and Mahrez and all them, I think he'd have a field day. But Manchester City walked away from deals before where the money's been daft. And I just hope the money don't get daft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just hope that the money don't get stupid and then we get blown away. But look, it's modern football, and if we want to compete with ease, we're going to have to go a bit daft sometime, and we need a striker. So I'm praying they go in January and offer Dortmund some daft money and try and steal him.
Yeah, he's got a 75 million release clause in the summer as well, but there'll be a load of wages added onto that because a load of clubs will be chasing him in the summer.
Well, United's gone and got Ronaldo, and I think they've done their money in with Ronaldo. You know what I mean? 500 grand a week. Chelsea's gone and grabbed Lukaku. I think Liverpool haven't got the money. I think Real Madrid are nailing it on Mbappe. And I think Barcelona are skint. So if it was me, I'd be going in January, even if we have to pay 100 million. Just buy him. Just get him. We just need to get him on.
Static says, you're not old, Steve. As for the FIFA comments, so true. For the next couple of games coming up, as I said before, 3 tough away fixtures. How are you feeling for them 3?
Before Saturday, I was feeling optimistic. After Saturday, I'm feeling like typical City, thinking, oh, God, I'm a bit scared. Not looking forward to Chelsea at weekend. I think they're on fire. I think they're a unit. I think they've got a bit of confidence. They beat us last season, you know what I mean, in the FA Cup, the League, and the Champions League final. So we own one. I just hope we get a good week's training under our belt and we can get a result. I can see us getting a result at Chelsea, even if it's a draw. But we'll have to see.
We'll go through some of the stats from Saturday. 65% possession and only 1 shot on target. Like you said, we don't take our chances. That's our problem.
No, it was bad that for us to do that 1 shot. It's not good.
Yeah, with 8 shots off target, 8 corners. So we had a load of attacks. Southampton defended for their lives, really.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was just one of them games where you just knew we weren't at the races. You know what I mean? And I think the team can get complacent sometimes and think. I think Pep did. I think he thought we'd beat Southampton with what we had, and we should have done. But sometimes it frustrates me when you think if he'd have started the big guns and we maybe nicked a couple of goals, then took them off, could have seen the game out. You know what I mean? But we tend to do it the other way. We tend to start with a few, not quite get there, and then we're panicking near the end trying to score. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Static says, Steve, you might recognise me in the live chat from Turkish and the Big Six recently. Good to see you on here too. You say it as it is. Keep it up.
Yeah, big up Static, man. Big Six shows. A lot of fans on there, man. Thanks for the support.
Yeah. We'll ask you how you're feeling for the rest of the season.
Yeah, like I say, I know we've got a good squad. I know we're going to be there or thereabouts. I just think we're missing a striker. I just think we need somebody. Like I say, if we can get to Christmas time, January, and be there or thereabouts, we've got a chance. But the way it's going, there's a couple of these teams, Liverpool, Chelsea, who are on fire, and they can storm away 6 or 7, 8 wins on the trot. Next minute, you find yourself 10 behind, you know what I mean? And last year we did that, but we clawed it back and won the league. I don't think we do that this year. I just don't think we do it.
Yeah. Who do you think will win the league?
If we get a striker in January, we'll win it. If we don't, Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea have been strong. Yesterday at Tottenham was a comfortable win as well against Son and Kane. Yeah. Static Cast, I'm a little bit late to join, but I need to ask, is Guardiola in trouble for his comments to Man City fans in general?
No. I think he didn't mean it how it came across. What I think he was trying to say was, we need all our supporters there for the Southampton game because the team's a little tired. We've just scored 6 against Leipzig and conceded 3. I think he was trying to make the excuse for Leipzig scoring 3, but it backfired on him, and then the press just latched on it. I mean, this is how daft it was, yeah? One team won in Europe and scored 6, us. The other mob across the road got beat off a load of part-timers from Switzerland, and all everyone's talking about is Manchester City's not having fans. So it was a good deflection from the media to take the heat off them boys over the road. Well done, it worked. But listen, Manchester City fans know what Pep's about. He's Manchester City through and through. He's a legend of the club. He's never going to disrespect the supporters. He's always got time for the supporters, and we've always got time for him. And that weekend, we were singing his name. The South Stand was bouncing.
Yeah.
So don't let any outside influence try and break the Manchester City bubble. Don't let it try and divide us. We're all together, Man City and the fans and Pep and the players. We're all one. And as long as we all keep together and we know where we are, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Static also says, fair enough. The media love to twist things as well. Yeah, like you said, they try and bend over United backwards. They just lost to young boys, like you said, and we're getting moaned at, not United. It's a bit of a joke, to be honest.
It is a media thing, but it is what it is. Like I say, they're trying to rattle the manager, they're trying to rattle Pep, they're trying to cause a divide, they're trying to twist it up. Sky Sports was even putting fake attendances on 38,000. I was in that stadium, they aren't 38,000. There was more 45,000. But it is what it is. I'm used to it now. The media have done it for a long time.
And the fans don't care, really, to be honest. We've even got a song about empty seats at home, so we're not bothered in the slightest.
No. Listen, we've got our fan base, our loyal core fan base. We don't do bad, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We haven't got a lot of tourist fans that back us up. If Manchester United are playing on a Wednesday night and I'm a United fan and I don't want to go, I've got 20, 30 Swedish, Norwegians, Irish, Chinese that want my ticket. If at Manchester City, if you don't want to go, you've probably got an handful of mates that want to go. If they don't go, then it's tickets spare. That's the difference between the clubs. You know what I mean? We're getting that fan base. We are getting a lot of tourists coming in and foreign fans coming over. But to start point scoring about seats and attendances, let me tell you this, no attendance ever won a football match. It never did. Last year, we played a full season with nobody in the crowd, and the game still went on. So the attendance don't affect anyone. That's just cheap point scoring. So it is what it is.
Yeah. If you've got anything else to say. If not, we'll wrap it up there, because I know you got to go in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I've got the Big Six show tonight, 10 o'clock, so I need to get prepared for that. Obviously, just thanks for having me on, mate. I try and help anyone I can. I try and come on people's channels, you know what I mean? I'm not one of these guys that's like, I ain't going to do that. If I've got time, I'll do it. If I can't, I won't do it. But I appreciate you for having me on. Good luck with your channel. And if you ever need any help from me, or if I can do out for you, mate, I'll help you out.
Yeah. Big up yourself, Steve. A final question from Static, and then we'll wrap it up. He says, if Man City don't win the Champions League this season, could Guardiola go at the end of the season?
He could do. Listen, Pep Guardiola could leave tomorrow and he'd still be the greatest manager we've ever had. So he don't have to win the Champions League. If he wins it, it'll be fantastic. If he doesn't, then he's already achieved beyond his wildest dreams what we could achieve. We've won the league. You know, we've done Centurion season, formidable season, FA Cups, Carabao Cups, Charity Shields. We've been to a Champions League final. So Pep Guardiola doesn't owe us anything. At the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. If we win it, we win it. If we don't, we don't. But we'll win it one day. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll wrap it up there then. Just quickly before we wrap it up, mate, where can we find you?
You can go on Instagram at Big Steve MCFC. You can find me on the Big Six show, which is on Turkish London channel tonight at 10. And I have got my own YouTube channel, which is at Big Steve MCFC, which I've just started, and I'm taking things slow. So get over there if you can and check it out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, big up yourself, Steve. You can find me at MCFC Hibs on Twitter, Dugout Daily on YouTube. Make sure to check out all the Steve stuff as well. Big up everyone that's been in the chat tonight, and I'll see you later. Take care and peace.